And until you do the right thing all the time at the greatest cost of your own personal comfort, then until that moment, you're always in expectation of the recompense of your actions.
Man, you see, this is why this interview, especially with you, and I can't wait for Colin, is cathartic for me. As a guy who is now growing up, I'm in my 30s now, I'm starting to realize what you're trying to say. And I realized it in this movie. And I see that you and Colin, two guys who march to the beat of their own drum, who've made mistakes, who've made their own decisions. I saw through your performances that you guys look like you're in a place in your life where you're kind of personally stable, personally grown up, but you seem to have strength built on pain of maybe regrets or things that you've done in the past, and I saw that in this.
We're going to let this interview go a little bit longer.
Humberto Guida, who has some delicious dish on the very sexy Justin Timberlake and his lovely girlfriend Jessica Biel. Humberto, give us the latest. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Now, before I start, I gotta say that I'm a little nervous because I find you very attractive and I can't even look you right in the eye.
Humberto.
I was talking to Alec.
Oh,
Yeah, what the hell? We look like that over here.
You are young. You are fabulous. Look at this face. Yes.
Listen, you're my idol. Can you adopt me? I'll wait for you outside.
Yes. Do you mind wearing a collar and a leash?
Whatever you want, dude.
Okay, and then I'm going to stake it into the ground because I don't want you to run away.
Yes! Like, what's it like when the whole Wayans clan gets together?
Crowded, windows pressed up against faces.
People are handing out headshots.
Baby in the seat.
I like the message of the film.
Which is?
Which is telling kids, you might think you want to go on that adventure. You might think you want to sneak out of the house and take the car for a ride, but then you're going to be trying to escape back. That's what it's...
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I thought I just made that up right now. And
No,
I thought
it was so good.
I hit the nail on the head.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
When I think about God, I think of him looking like you.
Wow. How am I dressed? Do I
Kind of like you are right now. I think of God as a very, just plain dress.
Oh.
Now, when it comes to the presence of Latinos in entertainment, we've come a long way. But we still feel restricted to like a handful of roles. So let's go through the most recognizable Latino characters on television. First, there's the foreign trophy wife of a rich older white guy. Then you usually see the hot-blooded bombshell with the heavy accent and voluptuous curves. And lastly, you usually see the loud pregnant wife.
Wait a minute, those are all Sofia Vergara's character on Modern Family.
Well, that's what most people think of when they think of Latinos on TV.
So what do you think? Am I a real woman?
Oh, you are, baby, you are. Definitely you are.
Hey, can I answer that question? No, I am. She is a real woman because she's crazy. And on that note, we're gonna come back more with the cast of Fixing Paco.
They don't give a about Hispanic.
So they don't care about Hispanics. Why do you think that? Tell us.
Nah, it's just that they don't, because everybody that gets in elections is always white. That's it.
Barack Obama happens to be black. I was gonna point that out to him, but I think he ran off. During the campaigns, they have held it against Barack Obama that he gives good speeches. Like if that's a bad thing. After 8 years of a president that can't put together a freaking sentence, I don't mind a guy that can give a good motivational speech because in the end, our leader motivates. That if you look him up on the internet and put Rudy Giuliani in a dress, you'll see at least 3 pictures of him in drag. Hey, once fine, twice maybe, 3 times a lady. I try to stay nonpartisan. I want to be fair, I want to show both sides. But personally, so that my friends and family out there know that I'm being true to myself, I'm a registered independent who's been leaning more and more liberal the past 10 years. Not even necessarily because of what the Democrats are doing. More because of what the Republicans are doing. They don't want the DREAM Act. They kind of seem to be standing in the way of any progress when it comes to, sure, minorities and poor, but mainly Latinos. And what I want to know is this. I know that it's a nonpartisan organization, but are there any Republicans in the organization? And is it hard for them to be a Republican in an organization like Voto Latino? I'm curious as to the government's role in some of these websites, everything from Facebook to Spokio. A lot of people are concerned in person-to-person invasion of privacy, but how is the government involved? Are they supporting, with Spokio? Do they use it as a resource?
No, great question, and another one of these, big debates out there. Right?
I waited until marriage and stuff.
You waited until marriage? For what? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Like to have sex and stuff.
You waited until marriage to have sex? Everybody look. Supposedly, there's one girl who waited until marriage to have sex. You make all Latino parents proud.
No, I'm not saying me because I'm not married. I'm saying my mom said that.
Oh, your mom said that she waited. Yes. Okay, let me tell you something. That was total BS. Listen, have you ever have you ever tweeted something that you regretted, that you did like emotionally, and then after you posted it, you were like, oh my God, I shouldn't have posted that? Like, you're like, oh, why did I post that picture of myself? Things like that?
Occasionally.
Once I posted a picture of one of my friends that was like throwing up.
Well, that's gross. It's almost like you meet somebody and you're like, oh wow, you're so cool in person. I wonder what you're gonna be like online, because that's the real relationship.
Whoa, what do you mean?
I don't care what people think of me. I just do me, and I be happy for myself, and I say everybody else.
Okay. I like your little hat. I need to go get this microphone disinfected.